Right, Gable Ladders. So Gable Ladders are a projection over the gable end of a house. On new build sites that come pre-built. I'm just going to show you how I chuck them in if I'm by myself, because it can be quite awkward to do. So get yourself a couple of bits of stud or any sort of timber. All I want to be doing is just temporarily stitching it to the underside of the roof. A couple of nails will do. I just need to take most of the weight off yourself. And again, you're also just kind of looking to be hands-free. The job's enough of a ball ache without trying to fight wood all the time. And the way I set my gable ladders is you need to find out what width of soffit you're going to have on the projection. And essentially this first truss here, I want to set it back the width of the gable ladder less the width of the soffit. So I'm using 100mm soffit. My gable ladders are 450mm. So this first truss is set 350mm back from the face brickwork, as in the very, very front of that face of brickwork there. So our timber's in place now, so I'm just going to go grab a gable ladder. And all I want to be doing is just getting that on there, and it's just going to rest on top of my stud that I put in, and that'll let go of it now. And all that means I can do is I can slide this to adjust, decide to adjust it. So basically all I want to do is make sure that my gable ladder at the very, very peak is meeting the very, very peak of the truss, so that when I can put the other side of the gable ladder on, it all marries up nicely. Once I've got that on, make sure it's hard up on that truss. And start nailing it together. And just work your way down. Nailing that in, making sure it's flush to the top. They do come a little bit bellied sometimes, and a bit bowed. Such as new build life, everything has to be done so quickly. It gets absolutely belted out the factory that sometimes you've just got to make sure that stuff's running correctly. And then the top section I'll be nailing up once I've got the other side of the gable ladders on. But for now, what I can do is these temporary bracings, I can just knock them off, and I'm going to reuse them. Right, so I'm going to reuse the temporary bracings that I put in before. All I'm looking to do is essentially put a temporary lat. This will be removed by the tiler when they come to actually tile the roof. But I'm looking to stick a nail into every truss that's already fixed, just along the way. And then what that's going to allow me to do is I can pull this gable ladder up, and that's going to keep it flat to the rest of the roof. Because it's overhanging, there's a chance for it to sag, which is why we'll put these on. These will be held in place, and then when the tiler comes to felt and lat out the roof, the lat will replace this, and also the brickwork that comes up on the gable end, that's going to be supporting it as well. I just need a few of these up the way. Right, so that's one side done. So again, like everything else to do with new build work, rinse and repeat, and do it again. So when these do fly through, sometimes they do just need nip down a touch. Champion. And then again with this, we're just looking to pull that to suit. Then we're going to nail it where the peaks meet. And then you can see the manufacturing has been absolutely sublime on that, where it's a little bit damaged, but that's all we're looking for. Just cast your eye when you do get to the top, cast your eye right the way through the ridge line, make sure everything's running correctly, and yeah, that's it.